What's going on, smokers? How y'all doing out there? So, well, since I had nothing to record, I think I got one more. I got an episode, an interview later on today, but I feel like recording something, you know. And it's Thursday, so you know what that means. If I drop an episode, it's just me. Smoke this over episode, period. So, with that being said, you know who I am, Cameron Oliver Silver Champ, aka the Porn Rap Star. Find all my links, one link, allmylinks.com/porn rap star. Also, you know the sponsors, lsworld.com, rockcitizenmagazine.com, excitebunny.com, blusharaka.com. Also, you know we're a proud member of the GW District Black Podcasting Network. So go over to shopgwdistrict.com and get some shopping done. You know, find me on FullySwapRadio.com in the mornings and Sky High TV and BGP LLC app. So, well, it's been an interesting month, a couple of weeks for my podcasting. I wanted to send shout outs to new listeners as well as the old listeners, new smokers as well as old smokers, um, new subscribers to the Premium Smoke Room. Say thank you. Um, things has been interesting, to say the least. I got some great interviews coming for the Bonus Smoke and Savage Smoke. Also, plenty of stuff coming with the Premium Smoke Room as far as the Premium Smoke Podcast. Um, man, I got some heat for y'all over there in the Premium Smoke Room. So go to the Premium Smoke Room. The description, the subscribe information is in the description. Go over there and subscribe because man, I got some heat. Leah Taylor, of course, Kelly Sheen will be returning. Um, I think July Nasty supposed to be coming back. Also, Gracie Squirts will be returning, as well as it. You just got to subscribe to find out. Plus, you know the other podcasts. So anyway, but what I'm on here for today? Well, first of all, before I even get started, I want to say rest in peace to Gilly the kid's son. Um, he may not know me from a can of paint, but hope he feels the energy. Um, when my nephew died, his dad said something that was deep. He said, "There's many clubs you want to be in, but there's one you don't want to be in. That's burying your child before they bury you." And he died in, I think, a triple shooting. Um, my thoughts and prayers go to their family. Um, Gilly, I watch him on the podcast side of things. I listen to his show every now and then, and I'm not the biggest fan of his work. Not saying that he's garbage or anything like that. I just don't listen as much. But I see that $1 million worth of game is done, open many doors for black men in the podcasting realm. So, and I have kids myself, and I never hope that they go before me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, period. So, but interesting thing because someone I had a conversation with someone. I can't remember who it was, but we were talking about how relationships, um, conversations, and topics has dominated podcasting and conversation across social media. And due to Adam 22, the reason why I bring him up is the reason he's married to Lana the Plug. And people question her doing what she did because she was married. And then I listened to Mandy B on See the Thing Is this morning as I'm recording this, and the discussion of Mayor de Blasio and basically, Mayor de Blasio, for some of y'all don't know, he's the mayor of New York, and he announced that him and his wife will be they're not getting divorced, but they'll be separated, and they will live in the same house, and they will see other people, and it's cool. And the conversation came up of marriage. What did marriage look like? The conversation of marriage. And first and foremost, my thoughts on that Mayor de Blasio shit. I'm just gonna keep 100 with you. Motherfuckers is broke. Okay, I mean, motherfuckers ain't got money like that to pick up, just to pick up and just leave. So even for conversations I haven't had in my personal life with people that are dealing with breakups or possible breakups, the conversation is, well, how the hell do I leave the house and, well, we're financially attached, family members stay there, da da da, yeah 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 yeah. And see, it's funny because with Mandy B, she said she didn't want to get married and she didn't want to have kids, but that's a conversation for another day. And and she has every reason to be that way. Cause trust me, I was thinking that way at one point in my life as well before I had my kids. But I guess where should I start with this? Okay, we were taught that marriage was a union between a man and woman under God, and we was taught not to cheat, and we were taught that you shouldn't date outside your marriage or what have you. Now, that was what we were taught, but let's just look at what was done. You had granddaddy who had multiple families. You had cheating, men cheating on a regular basis within relationships. You had women in and cheated, um, and everything. Then you had the boom of people figuring out swinging and poly and all this. Now, is there people that do and want a traditional monogamous relationship? Yeah, but I think that marriage, what we were taught, doesn't fly in this day and age. Because when we look at our grandparents and their parents and what have you, marriage was a means to how can I put this? Me marriage was, I'm not gonna say arrangement, business arrangement, anything like that, but it was a security blanket because people worked on the farm. You need people was poor. They had multiple families, this, that, and the third. I mean, multiple sons and daughters. Mama worked at home. She stayed at home, took care of the kids, and this, that, and third. Dad at work. But as time changed, the dynamics of men and women changed. So what you would consider marriage or the purpose of marriage doesn't fly. Because I heard Lovely T, she said, what's the point of even getting married? Just say, fuck, we have open relations, this and third. No. The point of being married is because I am emotionally and mentally attached to this man or woman that is worth for me and her to be under the guise of God and being in union under the guise of God, whether it's the same sex or whether it's different sex. Now, I want y'all to follow me along on this. Now, the Christians, of course, will say you're not supposed to swing. There's cheating on your mate or what have you. But all right, let's go with some Christian facts. Practically, God practically said, I don't know the scripture because don't quote me, that if you're married, then you pretty much under the guise of being married, you can do as much shit as you want or whatever you want. So that means if you want to swing, you want to be poly, if you want to fuck up with people within your marriage and have an open marriage or what have you, it's kind of accepted by God if you want to go there. Just want you to think about that. Because if you married, I mean, with the whole point of cheating is you, she don't know and he don't know. They have no clue that you're doing this. But under marriage, if y'all married and y'all choose to do this and have the conversation about doing this, then it's kind of it's accepted. See, the problem is that in the past, men didn't give women the option to go play. You know what I'm saying? If he cheated 50 million times, she cheated once, she out. Period. But part of the reason is that because it's more of guilt because he done so much dirt that he didn't expect the karma to come back on him. But the point I'm trying to make is that if that's the case, that if you're married and you are allowed to have sex, you're allowed to shack up, then you should be allowed to have what your marriage supposed to be without judgment, because you're married. It's just humans that are not married. They have some other shit to discuss in the guise of the church. But I mean, think about it. Because see, we want to behold to these traditional tropes and thoughts of what things supposed to be. You know, it's like it's crazy as hell, but they don't want to talk about sexuality. But you have a situation where the grandkids gonna see grandma and granddad, they still together, but they have got them different, girlfriend and boyfriend. The dynamic of what relationships as technology, as the generations grow older and new generations come in, is going to not be the same with what we came up with. And I don't think that our generation understand that. Because if you think about it, it's not the young heads that's really complaining about the poly and shit like that. They kind of get it. It's us old heads is in their 30s and 40s that are sitting here questioning all this shit. Period. We got the shock value. Oh God, I can't believe, Because to the point where like even with Sukihana, when she said that said, well look, I'm doing it with my man and this. Once again, you want to be sexual, you want to be freaky, you want to be all of this, but when when people question your validity, your sexuality, and question you as a woman, now I want to look wholesome in the midst of being dirty. Now, how this ties into what I'm talking about with marriage, same thing. You have these men who sit here and be with these women and end up cheating like crazy and having infidelity, and the woman, she don't want to go anywhere, but she getting, you know what I'm saying? She's getting tired of you bullshitting, and she's seeing the same flags and shit like that. It to me, and like I told a friend of mine, I said, I think he want to be in a poly. Because for a man to get that easily attached to a woman emotionally means that he's not getting something emotionally at home, which it opens the door for him to attach to others. But it's still to a certain extent, I keep saying this, it takes a strong man not to be attached. But see, the thing of it is because we so stuck on this, well, monogamy is so physical, and we supposed to be with one person, we supposed to only have sex with one person, and supposed to fuck one person. We have examples in the Bible where shit, the men was fucking more than one woman. Hell, David fucking killed his best friend to get with his wife. Give me a fucking break. Yeah, look it up. What's more fucked up than that shit? That's why God punished him. But that's a conversation for another day. The point being is that what people want to make marriage to be it's kind of not. It's like we sit here and talk shit about our parents who stayed together because dad, she couldn't understand why she stayed with him because he cheated so much and he was this and he was that. But then when you look at it, shit, they economically it didn't make sense for them to separate. So she even just tolerated what the fuck he did, or vice versa. But see now this day and age, because women are more at the forefront than they used to be. More women are open to an open marriage or open or poly, period. It's just dudes have to understand that it has to be balanced. That balance is that she has to have the option to take option B. Fuck other dudes. When Mandy said one of the cheats that happened, and that's why I wish I could be on some of these shows. God, things jewels I'd be giving. She said he cheated. And one thing he said he felt he had to rebel because when she said they went to a swinger club and she said she wouldn't mind for that swinger club to be theirs. And for one, a cheat in the swinger lifestyle hurts 3 times worse because that one is you have no fucking reason to cheat because you have the openness to fuck other chicks. But see, what it was is some men are just cheats. See, once again, it goes back to knowing your man. Some men are just for the street. Some men, they're going to cheat. No matter what the situation is, they're just going to do some dumb shit. But for him, I think he didn't express that he wanted no limits and no boundaries on what they can necessarily do, what clubs they can go to, what they can't go to. To me, if Shorty said to me, well, I would like that club to be our club, guess what? I'm not going to that club. There's plenty of other clubs in New York that I probably could go to. They probably had the best looking girls, the girls that was about it probably eat ass and rim and shit. They get real nasty. The glory hole is banging, you know. So, and he walking in with Mandy, sexy, hot ass beat. So, I mean, but it's not because, how can I put this? Anytime a man cheats is because he gets off on the cheat. If you're in a situation that you are in a swinger or a pilot and you end up cheating, whatever that cheat may be, you just get off on doing shit you don't know about. And that ain't nothing on the woman, that's on the man. Period. But even to the point that what I mean by the way the world is coming is kind of like, look, swinging is becoming more mainstream. Poly is becoming more mainstream. You have it. Look at the tea leaves. Good or bad, you can talk shit. Think about the stories. The Will Smith with the table talk, the red table talk. You got Tiana Taylor saying she do threesomes. You had the T.I. shit with they taking strippers home. Now understand this. I ain't talking about the bad shit. Just that little tidbit. Guess what they preferably. It's okay for a married couple to fucking play with others and separately. With others together or separately. That what you consider traditional marriage no longer really is around but so much. Because I guarantee you that the number of people each year that want a traditional monogamous marriage is dying down because they're realizing that one, shoot, you can love, you can not necessarily love others, but you can attach yourself physically to others. And it won't hurt the person that you're attached to emotionally. That monogamy is mental, not necessarily physical. Because a lot of these dudes they cheat, they're not looking to leave their wife. They just want some extracurricular pussy that she didn't know about. But what if she knew? Well, she was cool with that. But once again, the problem with a lot of these dudes is that they wouldn't mind having a conversation, They just don't know how to make her feel secure that it ain't what she might think it is. But at the same token, you have to allow her the opportunity to actually play as well. Or y'all come to the boundaries that y'all feel that is appropriate for each and go from there. Now, dude went back to the Manny B situation. If he couldn't handle the fact that she didn't want him to go to that club, that's a conversation he should have sat down and had and was like, this, that, and the third. I kind of like to go to this club by myself. I was going to this club before I met you, blah, 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 period. You know, have the conversation. Y'all might come to a meeting where she might be like, understand, yes, she might be pissed off or angry, this, that, and third, but there's a difference between you going to the club behind her back and you fucking all these broads and she don't have a clue and she thinking your ass somewhere in goddamn motherfucking Connecticut. Or you might could understand her side of it and be like, oh, it's just special. This her first swinger club that she ever did with a man that she's in love with, and it was magical, the people, the sex, the atmosphere, and she wants something, a club that y'all go to, that's just y'all, that she don't go to, you don't go to, but y'all go to together. Women are like that. But like I said, some men, they don't, it's not that they don't like to be told what to do. They don't want boundaries. They want to be able to play the way that they want to play without fucking rules. But if the rules is broken on the other end, it's a different attitude. Yeah. Mayor de Blasio, the reason why he didn't move out, because they were like, you know how much you're gonna be for one, for us to get these lawyers. Two, for us to do this divorce. Three, do we really want to go through the alimony? Four, we have family members just staying here. Five, we got to sell this big ass mansion that costs two goddamn it doesn't make economical sense for our asses to be separate. Okay. You play, I play. Have fun. I don't hate you. We friends. They probably even sit. They might even fuck every now and then. They might even sit, eat together, talk, watch movies together, this, that, and the third, until they go out and But yeah, because not every marriage is because of love. Some marriages is just they they married on paper, but not married like that. Or could it be that de Blasio and them might have looked at it as, well, look, I want to fuck something, you want to fuck something, so what's the point? I mean, shit, we know we going to fuck other people, so let's just stay married and tell them that we separate. We stay in the same house, fuck it. You got a guest bedroom over there, and I'm in the main bedroom, because I'm pretty sure he in the main bedroom. No, she in the main bedroom, he in the guest. They have a guest house, he's in the guest house. No, she got the big house. But yeah, trust and believe. They said they talking about that shit. I know a lot of people. And I'm gonna tell you what's funny. This show you how ratchet this is. Not a lot of people talk about the Mayor de Blasio shit, but everybody had something to say about Adam 22. Hey, how you doing? I'm Kevin Arthur Southern Champ, aka the Porn Rap Star, the host of STO The Smokers Lounge. And I'm here to tell you about Spotify for podcasters. Yeah, I've been using this for 3 years, and I'm very satisfied with what it does. And plus, the great thing about it is it allows you to do video. That's right. They have video on Spotify, which I don't know why Spotify don't promote that more, but I digress. You can make your own video. You can interview people. You can even do audio, and they will distribute it on all the platforms. That's right. You can be on Apple. You can be on Stitcher. You can be on Overcast, and many other platforms, as well as Spotify itself. Plus, the analytics is A1. It tells me how many women are listening, how many men are listening, their sexuality, all that good stuff. It's real in depth. And it also lets you know how well your podcast is doing. So, if you're serious about podcasting and or you're a podcast that's looking for a new place for you to land, come to Spotify for podcasters. Oh, and I forgot to mention that they even offer the opportunity for you to have a subscription side to your podcast. See, I have a subscription side called the Premium Smoke Room. For $4.99 a month, you get to listen to 5 premium podcasts. You feel me? And trust me, it's worth paying that $4.99 a month. More provocative, more crazy, more wild, and more unpredictable. But as a podcaster, you can do the same. Think about it. You can have your own subscription-based podcast on Spotify and video. So if I was you, come on over to Spotify for podcasters. And trust me, you'll be very satisfied. Smoke this over.
This episode is brought to you by Jarrow Formulas. Say probiotics, and you think of gut health, right? But did you know our vaginas could benefit from probiotics too? Jarrow Formulas Femdophilus has 2 strains native to a woman's body, 1 billion CFUs, and is clinically studied to help balance yeast. So if your vagina is feeling a bit out of whack, try Femdophilus. Shop Jarrow Formulas, JARROW Women's Probiotic at Amazon. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
See? That's why I said it was like, because all the dudes, and I noticed it was all dudes. Oh, I can't believe that Adam, they just got married 4 days ago, or 4 weeks ago, or last month, and she doing a cream pie with a big black dude. I know females that did a gangbang the night after they got married, and the husband was there, chilling, enjoying it, actually participating, or they did threesomes, or what have you. You gotta understand something. Everybody don't agree with the traditional sense of a marriage. That doesn't mean that they're bad. That doesn't mean they're going to hell. That doesn't mean they shouldn't get married. Because everybody, even when I listen to, Lovely T, it's like, I get what she's saying, that what's the point of getting married, but what she meant is, but she's making it for the sense of what marriage is supposed to be when it comes to the Bible. But even in the Bible, how many of the motherfuckers actually did what marriage supposed to be? We have so many examples of God's fucking humans, right? Mary, Jesus' mother, technically fucked God because it wasn't Joseph that got her pregnant. And her and Joseph was married. See, I want y'all to think about that for a second. Everything is saying that what marriage is just a union under God. Period. Once you have that union, what you do with that union is greenlit. Why the way you think for the longest that they say a wife can't testify against her husband in a criminal case? You're married. You won. And so if that one decide they want to add a third, well, guess what? Let's go. That's why I'm saying it's like, it's so many, just like when I heard about the AI shit where the Grammys are going to start allowing AI to be nominated. Like I keep saying, as generations go, the things that we thought was this is going to make us question it. It's going to make us look at it differently. People keep saying woke. It's not woke. It's because nobody was asleep. It's critical fucking thinking. Logic. We're going to become more. It's logic. Because to be honest with you, how many people is actually going through getting married? How many motherfuckers been sitting and get divorced? This year, I swear it must be the year of breakups, because I'm hearing so many motherfuckers breaking up It ain't even funny. I was like, damn. Even talking to some people in the porn industry, I'm like, what? You ain't with? Damn, y'all broke up. Damn, what? Is there going to be marriages that will last 50 years anymore, or 30 years, or 20 years, or even 10? I mean, what is traditional doesn't fly in this day and age because the way things is, the way the world is, the way the social media portrays things, from sexuality to women's empowerment to men. I mean, let's keep it one. I'm just gonna keep one with you. I never heard so many men bitch about relationships. We done became the emotional motherfuckers. Yeah, I'm talking about all y'all motherfuckers. A lot of y'all motherfuckers. I don't want to name names, but some of y'all motherfuckers is sensitive as hell. But swear up and down you an alpha male with your goddamn podcast or with or with your platform. That's just being honest. Because the way I look at it is that we can't expect our children to live in the same way that we had. Our parents didn't expect us to be the same way. And to sit here and think that the things that has been getting pushed by it for commercial purposes. Period. Because I done heard people talk about the over the female rappers argument. That they done took over and it is sexual and ratchet and the Sukihana's getting the attention and all this. Because that's part of it. Because you want to be honest, the framework of society was marriage. What was it about in the 50s and the 60s? Find yourself a good man, get married, had the white picket fence, have kids. Live the American life. They pushed marriage. If you look at many of the sitcoms, how many of them sitcoms back then had a single woman? No, she was married. Then slowly the women took the bra off and burned them shits. Segregation. All this. Now, the advent of child support. Very important part of that. Made the recipe for marriage, which traditional marriage, to not hold. The swinger lifestyle, the men who suppressed the fact that they were sexually confused. They might have been gay. They might have been bisexual. There might have been dudes back in the 70s that wanted to get pegged, but they couldn't tell their wife that shit. You know how many men right now is into pegging? It's growing every year. The point I'm trying to make is that all these things is making what we considered marriage not the same. When same-sex marriage was allowed, that went against traditional marriage because traditional marriage is supposed to be a man and a woman. So, which, once again, a union under God's eye. Does it have to be a man and a woman? Yeah, the Bible said that, but come on, it's a freaking book. And I keep saying this. For anybody that sit here and say that God does not love the LGBTQ, then you basically saying God is not perfect. And if you're saying God is not perfect, that means he's fallible. That means he made a mistake. And y'all wouldn't even, and if that's the case, y'all ain't got the balls to admit if he made a mistake, if that was the case. So apparently he knew what the fuck he was doing when he made LGBTQ people. Love is love, whether it's human beings or not. The whole purpose of us was to reproduce. It didn't say who the fuck we need to love. You want to be honest, marriage was a concept that was here long before Christianity. So come on now. We act like Christians were the only ones that understood what marriage was or what marriage supposed to be, or set the rules for marriage. Shit, the pharaoh, the kings and queens, the pharaohs, the gods. Come on, what they said? Zeus had a wife. That was before Christianity, I think. Odin had a wife. That was before Christianity, I think. So marriage has always been a concept. Hell, Zeus was sitting here fucking around, but of course, but see, here's the thing: people don't realize the reason why his wife was so mad at him wasn't because he was cheating. She didn't know about it. He was fucking humans. It was the equivalent of a white woman saying, "Look, I don't give a that racist ass white bitch saying I don't give a fuck that you fucking around on me. You stop fucking these black bitches." She was mad because he was fucking humans and making half human, half God, half human children. So marriage has always been a concept that's been around. It's not new. It changed from civilization to civilization of how you get married, the ceremonies of how to get married. From Africa, come on, man. But it's not freaking funny that kings and queens had concubines, but we forget about that. So apparently, you can't. Being married allows you to actually play with others and have others, long as you and your wife agree upon that. But then the question I know you're asking is, what if your mate don't agree? Well, then you have a hard decision to make. Decision of, do I sacrifice and suppress something that I feel is in me, that's me, for the happiness and camaraderie of this marriage, or do I find someone that fits me? Because see, a lot of guys want to make it happen. A lot of women want to make it happen. You can't make it happen because relationships change. Y'all been together long enough, trust me, relationships change. People change. You have to adjust to that. Y'all might start off not wanting to be a monogamous relationship or what have you. And then all of a sudden, she decides, hey, let's go to a swing event. But the point being is having the hard conversation. That's all. But see, to me, I keep saying this. I think 95% men want to be in a poly or non-traditional monogamous or whatever you want to call those all these type of relationships. But they just don't know how to come across or have the conversation with their woman about that. And they are so scared of her fucking another dude because they're worried that his dick is so big he's gonna fuck her better than he fucks her. But it's not they're missing the point. If you have her heart, it doesn't matter. She might enjoy it. Y'all talk about it. Y'all laugh about it. Y'all go to swinging party. She's over there, goddamn, giving head to the dude. You over here getting head from a chick. You know what I'm saying? Then y'all go home and fuck each other. It's like I think about the story that dude told me, my man Jay Millions, with the guy that went to the swinger event. He was down, he was having a ball, he was fucking all these bitches, and this big dick dude wanted to fuck his wife, and he dragged her out of there. Guess what happened? He gets in a fight with somebody outside, and he's in jail, and she's living life. The whole point of why I even bring that story back up is that, bottom line, dude, once you step into this, you kind of got to control that jealousy a little bit. Because what's going to happen is that when you did that, let's say he survived that no incident, no one died. The household's going to be cold as fuck because, dude, you sat here and did all this shit with all these chicks, and then she probably was sitting back watching and was getting turned on and enjoying it and starting to come around, and then the dude come and she gets the opportunity to play in front of you. You never gave her the grace of discovery, man. You never gave her the chance of grace. Because you so worried that this motherfucker gonna fuck the shit out her ass that she gonna want to leave you for him. But no, she came with you to this swinger event to experience something with you. With you. She could have went with her girlfriends if she found out about it and you didn't have a fucking clue. She did it with you. Same thing with Mandy being Dude. She had an experience at the swing club with you. So she wanted to keep it to just y'all. But the problem is because I'm a man and, I don't like the woman telling me that I can't go to this swing club because I enjoy this swing club and all these bitches in this motherfucker way better than any other swing club in New York, period. And I know that you ain't going to be around as much, but you traveling all the damn time because you doing this podcast thing and you also run all these businesses that, I ain't going to get to come to this club that much because you don't want me coming to this club. Yeah. Sensitive ass men. Men from my generation. Oh, really? Okay, cool. Guess what? She didn't say I can go to this club down the street. Just go to another fucking club. Simple as that. Sometimes you gotta understand when your woman enjoyed something with you and it was special to her, she wants to remember it. It's no different than take a bitch. No, even better. Let her take her new man to a spot that was y'all first date and tell me if your ass ain't gonna feel some type of way. And y'all ain't even together anymore. Oh, that bitch gonna come take him to goddamn Perkins. What the fuck? I wonder did he get the goddamn pancake platter special? Some bitch. Oh, Joe, he took her to goddamn Hooters. I remember she took me to Hooters. So you know what I'm saying? It's funny the shit that dudes. Maybe because I'm older, and it was sad because dude is my age bracket. I felt that I felt totally embarrassed. But the reason why I bring up these things is because marriage is not traditional. It never has been traditional. We just put that word in front of it to make it sound cute. There's never been a traditional marriage. In the history of marriage of the world, there's never been such a thing. But yet we want to sit here and listen to people that had a Bible and basically told us, hey, you either become a Christian or die, motherfucker. Tell us what marriage is. Even the concept when someone said that Jesus married to Mary Magdalene. Oh my God, they lose it. How can he be married to a whore? Easy. He could have just said he's Jesus. He's like, we married. I don't need no priest. I am the priest. I am the judge, goddammit. I'm ordained by my father. So shit, yeah, we married. Yeah, that pussy me. I'm just saying, it's kind of like it's to me, like I said, I'm just gonna end it on this note, and I'm gonna leave this for y'all to smoke on. For you men who sit here and you cheat on your woman on a regular basis, I want to ask you this question: if she came to you one day and said, "Look, I already know it's just in you to cheat, but let me get this straight. You're not looking to leave me. You just want some extracurricular pussy." Yeah, yeah. I mean, pretty much, I'm home looking to leave. We don't have sex as much. Period. What if we open up our marriage, but I have the option to play with somebody if I choose? I mean, would you have an issue with that? I'm gonna leave you with that thought, fellas. How would you answer that? How would you answer that question? Would you jump at it? Or would you be that dude to be like, no, I be damn, you ain't fucking nobody else. If you answer it like that she can't fuck nobody else, well then guess what? That means that you're not mature enough. You shouldn't be married. You shouldn't be in a marriage at all. You just play the field. Because part of that is understanding that why is it that I can sit here and cheat, fuck all these bitches, and do all of this shit, but she can't play either? Why? To me, that tells me that you question her loyalty. You question whether you got her heart and her mind. You question her love for you. And is it because you think it's karma? She's gonna take that moment to get back at you. But at least she's more mature than you because at least she came to you and said, look, hey, look, I'm seeing what you're doing. I want to do it too. But I'm at least woman enough to come ask you and we have a conversation and leave it open to where we can both play and there ain't going to be no ill will and this, that, and third. And we still together because I still love you. She's being more of a woman than your motherfucking ass being a motherfucking man. Actually, let me flip that. She's being more of a fucking man than you being a motherfucking... She's being more of a man than you are. Because true players let their woman know. We talk all that shit about Will Smith, but Jada knew what the fuck she was doing, and Will kind of knew what the hell Jada was doing. It's all about what you and your wife want for y'all marriage, the type marriage y'all want, and how you want that marriage to flow. And that even go for relationships. Me, let's say I'm dating somebody and we went to this club, and she said, I just want this club to be us. I don't want you to come back to it. I would feel uncomfortable if you came back without me. I would not touch that fucking club for shit. Unless I'm throwing something in that bitch to make money, then all bets off because I'm making money in that motherfucker. So, sorry, boo. I ain't cutting down my damn check that's helping to pay these goddamn bills because you feel this is a special moment. When you have that special moment later on, unless you're going to be there every time I throw something. But, nah. It's understanding why she asked that. It wasn't she wanted to restrict you or make you feel less than. No, she just found it special. Sometimes men, we think too much. See, I'm the opposite of the manscape. It's not that I'm pandering to women. No, I'm just seeing the stupidity of some of you dudes. That makes no sense. Because at the end of the day, a true alpha male, a confident male, knows that he has his woman heart and fucking mind. All these niggas sit here complain. They question whether they have their woman heart and mind because they done so much fucking dirt to women in general that they're afraid that karma gonna bite them on the ass. And if they do, then guess what? Get over it. Because that's how karma works. It happens. What don't kill us make us stronger, fellas. So I've been up here long enough. I got another show I need to do. Hopefully it goes down. I got work in the morning. So I'm out. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience if you haven't learned anything? Smoke is over.